We should buy this one. It has 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms. It's a great location and a great view. Nailed it. It's $11 million and you only have $20 in your savings account. Also, who are you talking to? 90% of all millionaires in the US are invested in real estate. Why? Investment properties provide passive income in the form of rent, appreciation, tax benefits, and leverage. On average, the US real estate investor makes a total of $75,000 per year. With these statistics in mind and very little money to start, I tried my own experiment of investing $20 into Landa, the real estate investing app, 6 months ago. 3 hours later. Today, I'm going to share with you an overview of the Landa app, my process and the rental properties I bought, how much I made, the pros and cons, comparing real estate investing apps I experiment as well. Ha ha ha. And if it is Raylin approved. Be sure to stay until the end of this video to get my brutally honest thoughts on the 3 new properties in my hometown, the Big Apple. I'm leaving today. I want to get out of here. If you have $5 or less and want to invest in rental properties, Landa, the new real estate investing app on the block, allows you to buy and sell individual properties of your choosing. It's similar to Fundrise, but instead of investing into a portfolio of rentals, you buy individual rentals for a low price. It's like investing in stocks, but instead of buying companies, you're buying properties. One of my favorite parts about this app is that they make real estate investing easy for everyone. They handle all of the nitty-gritty hassles of property ownership, from legal work, leasing, purchasing, and maintenance. So all you have to do is get monthly cash flow and watch your house grow in value. Another benefit that I love is the fee structure that they use. Landa has no hidden fees and will never charge a membership fee, deposit or withdrawal fee, or management fee. This means you have full freedom to buy and sell shares and make deposit and withdrawals at anytime you wish. Landa only makes money up to 6% when they purchase a property and up to 8% when they manage a property. Management fees are very normal in the rental property space. It covers the day-to-day management and it only applies if there is actually a tenant in the home. The way Landa works is that they purchase a home for, let's say, $500,000. They divide each property into 10,000 shares and you can purchase one or more of those shares for $5 per share. The way you make money is through monthly rent and appreciation, or the value of the house going up. Once the tenant has paid rent for the month, you receive a monthly dividend for every share you own of that building. So with our $500,000 house, you could receive 5 cents every month in passive income for 1 share. While you're receiving monthly dividends, your house may also increase in value over time. The average value of a home increases in price 3.5 to 3.8% on average every year. This is based on local housing market trends, the economy, and in this instance, the ability for Landa's management to find great deals. Taking this modest 3.5% into account, our $500,000 home will increase to $517,500. This means with normal housing conditions, we can expect a return of around 17 cents in appreciation. Our total return will now be 77 cents per share for the year. This means we will get a 14% return on our money every year. To put that into perspective, your cash is losing more than 8% this year due to inflation, and the S&P 500 has returned 10% per year for the past 50 years. You can sell your shares at any time. Just note that there are tax implications, and your order will only be executed once a buyer is found. Landa's interface is super user-friendly, and it allows you to explore all of the properties and legal documents easily so you can research a property and find a great home you believe will provide solid dividends and appreciation. With you being in control of which rentals you want, it also provides a great opportunity to learn more about real estate. You can find properties with more monthly cash flow, or you can find properties with more appreciation. The choice is yours. You, as the investor, are in full control. So to prove to myself and my dad that I was serious about the future, I went on a quest to invest in the Landa app for a full year. I invested $20 on January 1st and added $20 every month to my portfolio. I will continue to invest $20 every month into Landa for the rest of the year. To further add to the experiment, I invested $20 into two, which shall not be named, rival real estate investing companies so we can see who will win for the full year. We'll discuss that later. For full transparency, I did add an additional $60 in March into Landa because I had an excess of capital from reselling. There was also a discrepancy in one of the shares I wanted to purchase in June, so I canceled the order and got my money back in an amount of $5.76. Total invested so far is $174.24, and don't worry, I did add $60 to the other two real estate investing apps as well. I then took that $20 that I had allocated for Landa and bought the best rental properties that I had found through my research. I will leave a link in the description below for how to find the best properties in Landa. It covers 4 of the key metrics you need to look for when buying one of Landa's real estate properties. As an investor, I wanted around 9% of dividends each year and at least 2% in capital appreciation. Looking at 8677 Ashley Way, we can see $4.55 in dividends and appreciation of 33% so far. We can see the lease was extended, which means consistent dividends and all expenses that were paid for the month. If I wanted to buy a new house that I found to be a steal through all of my research, I would just go to the homepage on the app, click 8641 Ashley Way because I'm expecting a good return on my money, and we would look at a few key factors. I first look at the pictures and the purchase cost, and then I compare that on Zillow.com to similar homes to see how much they are going for and see if it's worth my while to invest in that property or not. So I then make sure rent has been consistently paid, and it looks like it has under recent updates. If there is a request maintenance message, there will be more expenses for that month, and you have to make sure that it's not part of a larger problem. I then look at property economics and I see a 9% dividend per share, which is simply comparing the price per share versus the dividends per share. This looks good right now because I'm expecting good appreciation and the tenant has extended their lease. This means consistent income monthly. We like that. Now note the cash reserves as well. If it is negative, that usually indicates a vacancy problem. If there is no tenant and no cash reserve, you will not receive a dividend. When you're ready to buy, click buy at the bottom, the quantity of shares you would like to purchase. I would like 1 share, please and thank you. Click next at the bottom and click buy at the bottom. Your order is now pending and will usually execute like a stock during stock market hours. With Landa, if I don't have enough cash in the actual Landa app, they will take the cash from my linked bank account, which is a benefit for me because I don't have to wait for funds to be deposited in order to buy shares. If I wanted to buy a property that was classified as trading, I would look at something like 1394 Oakview, which says trading in green, and click on it. Trading just means that all of the 10,000 shares have been purchased, so it's really a buyer and seller's market. If there is no seller at that time, the order will just remain pending until there is a seller, and then you become the owner of 1 share of that property. So what you have to do is click buy at the bottom, click your quantity. If you are okay with paying market price or $13, which is the average share price, then click next. But if you want a set price, like a limit order, click set your price at the top. Let's put in $10 because I believe that is the fair value of this property. Click set price, then click place order. The funds will be deducted from your account and the order will remain pending until a seller shows up. So far, my 2 favorite properties have doubled in value and I'm currently searching for a few more on Landa. So please comment below if you would like to see some property updates and what I will be buying each month. For dividends in 6 months, I made $5.33, and the appreciation I made was $63.78. My top properties were 1246 Elgin, that more than 2x'd in 6 months, 1743 Summerwoods, that went up 95% in value, 3192 Lake, that went up 155% in value, and 8569 Creekwood, that went up by 81%. I was honestly blown away by this quick appreciation, and I applaud management for finding these properties. While the S&P 500 had the worst 6-month return since 1970 at negative 20%, all of my Landa properties were positive, and I'm getting returns monthly. Total return is $69.11 for a 6-month return of 35.1%, beating the S&P by over 50%. Note, total gains says $90.31, but the additional gains were from the platform that they gave me for signing up, so to be fair, I didn't include the promotion. Now, folks, I need your help. Should I sell some of these properties to lock in profits, or should I hold for future returns? Comment below hold or sell in the comments, and I will do whatever you say. My fate is in your hands. Choose wisely. Hey, psst, guess what I just did? I just invested $20 per month into Landa, Ground Floor, and Fundrise to see which one would make me the most money and which one I liked the best. Ugh, I was just coming in to ask if you wanted ice cream. Stop talking about investments. I did it for the gram. There's literally no one here. Fine, I'll make it an update in the next video if it gets 100 likes. Now you're probably thinking, Raylin, this is too good to be true. And while numbers don't lie, although I'm incredibly insecure, so maybe they lie to me, I would agree that there are several pros and some cons with Landa, so let's look on the bright side and the not so bright side of the Landa app to see if it's Raylin approved. The main reason why I love Landa is being able to be in full control of your portfolio, and therefore you have the potential to make huge returns. I may be a bit of a nerd, but I absolutely love going onto Zillow and looking for that diamond in the rough. Landa's management thus far has been able to find many great properties that are diamonds in the rough, and they are expanding into several states in the upcoming months. Another benefit is how simple and elegant the mobile app is to use. You can find all of the financials, and they are fully transparent with everything that is going on in the property. Being able to buy shares so easily with a quick turnaround rate is very enticing as a real estate investor. You don't have to search through mountains of paperwork or endless leads on the internet just to find information. You are updated instantly, and you can sell immediately as needed. As a caveat, customer service has been completely stellar. Every time I have any questions, representatives text me very quickly. When I ask about confusing topics, they are there to help me through any legalities. Last, Landa's management takes an incredible amount of work off of my shoulders that I just don't have time for. If you want to learn more about real estate investing but just don't have time to do the legwork, Landa is a perfect app for you. Landa does everything. They handle the purchasing, selling, maintenance, leasing, taxes, accounting, day-to-day, payouts, and any tenant headaches. I feel like I have a full team of real estate employees that are working for me to make money for both of us. It truly is passive income after you research the property. While Landa seems like an impeccable app with all the fixings, there are some cons that we need to talk about. Let me not do that again. This is definitely a new kid on the block, with currently 36 properties on the market and over 10,000 users. This app has grown substantially over its 2 years in business. Since it is new, there are still a few bugs with the interface. For me personally, at some points through the day, the interface just would not work and it would freeze. I also had a technical issue which showed up in the withdrawals with one of my pending orders, which customer service helped immensely with and just fix the problem very quickly, but it's just something to note because there are still some technical difficulties. We can't talk about real estate without discussing a possible crash that every news media outlet and their dear Aunt Sally is talking about. While this is such a new app, we just don't have a track record of how it will handle a market crash. While real estate is a steady and consistent hedge against inflation, it is necessary to have a long-term mindset. If you've researched a property and found it to be undervalued, it may be a good opportunity to buy if you have a 5 to 10 year time horizon. Just note that there may be drawdowns along the way, in which case it might be a better idea to buy more shares. Last, there is a lot of risk when buying one real estate rental. The tenant could leave, there could be unexpected expenses, or the value of the property could go down drastically. To mitigate these, we need to manage risk through due diligence and diversification. Due diligence just means that we need to research this property like we were actually going to buy it. Now, I'm not telling you to fly all the way to Georgia and check every crevice of the property. I'm just telling you to take a nice little coffee break and research the properties you may want to buy. To avoid risk, you also need to diversify. Think of your portfolio like a pizza. You want some slices in it so you can mitigate risk. I like to have 5 to 10 properties in my portfolio in case one suddenly becomes vacant. That way the other properties are still paying me. So is this app Raylin Approved? I would say with a big, fat yes. It is Raylin Approved. I love the management and I love the returns. I love learning more about real estate investing, and this helps me learn while I invest. I will do another update 6 months from now to see if I still approve of this app, so please like and subscribe to spread the word about investing. So now that you know why I'm so excited about this Landa App 6-month review, it's time to hear from you. Comment below what you think about the Landa app. I know that there's a few risks and there's a lot of benefits and it's just getting started. But do you think the housing market crashed? Do you think there will be one? What do you think will happen once there is one? Do you think that management is kind of choosing those wedge deals to make sure that their houses are priced at fair values or even undervalued? What are your overall thoughts of Landa? I personally really like this app so far. I've been using it for about 6 months and I've really just found it helpful. I wanted to reveal to you my 6-month portfolio just so you can get a better understanding of real estate investing when you don't really have a lot of money. And I just wanted to help a few people to maybe feel a little bit better about investing, and that it doesn't need to be just a millionaire's game. You really can invest with just $5 or less. Now, if you want to see my $47,000 high yield dividend stock portfolio, I will put a link in the description below for that to see which stocks I chose, to see what I'm updating and what I'm doing as far as that goes. And of course, subscribe, and please leave a like so we can send investing information to everyone. I love all of you. Whoa, I forgot my name. This is Supergirl Investor, here to save the world and make you wealthy. Go out there and crush it, you future millionaires.